Yo, what's happening, people? And I just gotta go straight into it. And I'll be honest with you, lot. I love the Europa League. I love it. I've been maybe a bit shy of saying it before. People talking, oh, it's a second-rate competition. But you know what? I've said it. I love the Europa League. I mean, what's not to love? You get to play your kids. You get to play some of the reserve players who don't get a game. You get to play against some half decent opposition, some international players, maybe not at the elite level, but give the guys a run out, get the crowd hype. Morale just goes up when you get a good win like today. I'll be honest with you, lot. I love the Europa League. I love it, man. Um, yeah, we play Standard Liege today. Comfortable 4-0 victory. Comfortable. And the football was mad. The football was mad. It was like we went out to prove a point. There's a lot of those players in that squad that have seen the performances of some of the other players in the Arsenal squad and thought, you know what, I can get in that squad. I'm good enough to get in that squad. And boy, did they put on a performance like today, man. And I'm gonna say it now. Honestly, like hand on my heart, barring one or two man, barring one or two man, I could start that squad on Sunday against Bournemouth, that first team. That's how good they were. That's how good they were. And, Martinez was good. Really and truly, Leno ain't been great. Maybe he gets in. Bellerin, Tierney, Holding. Could easily come in that squad. I know, I wouldn't put Mustafi in personally. Torreira sitting. Willock playing in the middle. Willock Willock, Torreira, Ceballos. Brilliant performance today from him. Out wide, you got Nelson, done quite well. Martinelli, brilliant. Maitland-Niles won probably not his best game, and I think he did struggle there on the right wing. But literally, that's what I'm saying. Like, I might take out about 3-4 man. Done. I'll put that team out. That's how good they were. And that's what I say. That's why I love the Europa League. It's a chance to put these men out. But yeah, in terms of the game, Martinelli straight in there. Great ball from Kieran Tierney to put Martinelli 1-0 up. For Arsenal 1-0 up from Martinelli. And listen, this Tierney guy, he tailed off towards the end as a lot of the guys did, but he's going to be a problem in the Premier League this year. His balls, second to none. I generally don't think I've seen a man whip a ball better like that for Arsenal. Actually, Cole weren't at his best at whipping the balls in. That wasn't his trait, but he could definitely whip a ball in. But the way he gets them bends on them balls in, I ain't seen that for years. So it's a great ball from Martinelli and a great goal, great start to the game for 1-0. Second goal was nice as well. Nelson linking up with Tierney on the left, and then Martinelli again putting it in the bottom corner. And we just need to have a quick conversation about Martinelli. He was my man in the match again for Arsenal. He's got 4 goals in 2 games, and he just looks on fire. He looks hungry. Brazilian footballer, comes with a bit of flair, but he can finish as well. He's confident in front of goal. Reminds me little bit of like Carlos Vela when he was a young guy at Arsenal. The way his body is, the way he turns and shoots. Quick shot, not much backlift. Getting in there, hungry to get the goals. Hopefully his career ends up being better than how Carlos won at Arsenal. But he's a good player, man, Martinelli. And yeah, we just want to see more of him. And I think now it's time to start playing him in the Premier League. And we need a goal. We bring on some of the other youth and some of the old experienced guys that maybe are not doing job. Bring on a Martinelli, man. Bring him on against a Bournemouth or a Aston Villa when we're struggling to get a goal. I'd love to see him on. I think he's now ready to step up the game. Great performance from him today. And then we went 3-0 up. Joe Willock got a goal. A nice finish from Joe again today. He's getting confident every time he plays for Arsenal, man. I love that. Every time he touches the ball, every time he moves it on, every time he gets possession and makes a run, you could tell we're just getting more and more confident. So, Joe, another great performance and another great goal from him today, man. And Yeah, as I said, he's grown in confidence. It's weird. He's probably playing better now than he was at the start of the season, and he can't even start in the first team where he was starting at the start of the season. Now, I think he's given Emery a headache. Now he's saying to Emery, "Why, people like Xhaka's Cash getting in that squad ahead of me? Why? I should be knocking on the door now." So he's given Emery a headache, as I said. And then in the second half, Danny Ceballos got a goal for his first goal for Arsenal after a great ball from Martinez on the byline, chips it over the goalkeeper, and Ceballos could just tap it in for his first ever Arsenal goal. We got to see Pepe come on and have a run at man, which was nice for him. Even Aubameyang came on because I think confidence was just flowing and everyone wants to get on the pitch. I can imagine Aubameyang just being on the side saying, "Yo, Ems, man, give me a game, give me a run out because this is confident. This is a confident team. Is what I like to see, not sort of like a half-hearted team." As I said, I thought Maitland-Niles struggled on the right wing. I don't know why he was put there. I guess maybe because of his performance at right wing back to see whether he can go right wing. I don't think again that's for him. He's now got a problem, Maitland-Niles, with Bellerin coming back. He's going to slot in that squad. What does he do? Does he now go to centre mid? I think he should go centre mid personally. I think he should be going sitting, trying to get a position above Willock. But he's now got to step up the levels because at right back, right wing back, he wasn't great, which obviously is not his position. But now just means that he's a little bit lower on the pecking order of the centre mids. So, but I like him. He's a good guy, Maitland-Niles. He just needs to now make a centre mid position his own, and he doesn't want to be that versatile player that can play everywhere but not a specialist in one position. He wants to really nail down a start in that team. And people are saying stupid of Arsenal. You let Ramsey go. You should have kept him. And in parts I agree, in parts I don't, because there were times with Ramsey I just felt like he just wasn't good enough. In Joe Willock, we've got a ready replacement. I didn't realise how good he was going to be when he stepped up the level, but I'm very, very excited to see his progress at Arsenal. One thing I did want to have a little conversation about with you lot though is my brother Mesut Ozil. Now, I was at the game last week against Nottingham Forest, where we won out comfortable 5-0 winners in that game, and he didn't look great, but I mean, the statistics will show you he created 6 chances, the more than any other player in that game, more than the whole of Nottingham Forest's squad. And he came off with about 20 minutes to go, and he just looked lethargic. He walked as slow as I've ever seen him walk, which is not far-fetched. He doesn't, when he wants to slow down, he will slow down. But he walked off slowly, kind of shook Emery's hand, went to sit down, didn't look interested, didn't celebrate when the other guys had scored. And I just felt then something's not quite right with our highest player. And I couldn't work out what it was. Then he's not in the squad for Man United. Usually it's a back injury or he's ill. This week was Emery not choosing him to put on the bench. Tactical decision. I mean, I can understand you not starting him against Man United, but a tactical decision to what? Put some of the kids on the bench above him? Like is he that bad now that he can't even get in above some of the kids on the bench? And then tonight as well, in a game which is meaningless, you can't start him. Okay, but again, you can't even put him in the squad. You can't put him on the bench over one of the other experienced guys that maybe didn't even need to be on there, maybe like a Xhaka. You couldn't even put him on the bench. For me, that's a problem. That's a massive problem. And I don't know what's happened behind closed doors. I don't know what's been going on. I know obviously it wasn't the best start to the season for him with the whole robbery thing, which is good news to hear, by the way, that the man has pleaded guilty for that and hopefully gets done for that, because he ruined the start to man's season. Because in pre-season he was playing every game and he was playing good, man. That's the problem. He was actually looked like he was settling nice into this 4-2-3-1 with linking up with Laka and Orbs. So obviously before Pepe was there. And it looked nice and fluid. And then all of a sudden, this whole thing happened, and then he couldn't get a game. And now all of a sudden, he's gone 2 games without being in the squad. And the rumours are going to flare up now about him going. There's already talks about him going to MLS, DC United are interested in and stuff like that. I'm personally disappointed with it. I don't know. I'm not going to start blaming anyone. I don't know whose fault it is. Whether it's Emery, whether it's Ozil not wanting to play. But whatever it is, it needs to get sorted out soon, man. And I don't really want to sell him because our squad isn't big and strong, but I don't want to also hang on to him if he's going to be moaning and grumbling, or if Emery's going to be umming and ahhing about him. You're paying him a lot of money, man, so we got to make a decision on that. Personally, I'd keep him. I don't know what you lot would do, but I'd keep him, man, and I think he's got a big part to play in this Europa League as well, especially if he's not going to be playing week in, week out in the Premier League. The Europa League, cups, competitions. He's going to be key, man. He's 30 years old. He's not old, but he's getting on. He's maybe not where he was, but the man can still pick a pass out, you know. And sometimes when you want a man to unlock a defence, and even in that Man United game, especially in that first half, we needed someone to unlock a defence, and we didn't really have that. And someone like Ozil can do that, and even at his age, and I guess his position maybe means that someone else has to work a bit harder around him because he doesn't do that. But I'd have him in that squad, man. But listen, 4-0 winners, Arsenal against Standard Liège. We move on to the next round, the next game week, against Victoria, who's arguably the weakest opponent in the group. And if they're the weakest and we've smashed your first two, then boy, I can't wait to see what happens there, man. So, it's not easy winning all Europa League games. There's a couple of you man know about across the road, up north, the M1. Not very happy with your performances up there, but got the job done, man. 3 points in the bag. And we move on. Bournemouth on Sunday.